Let me ask you the doomsday question, all right? And this is the doomsday question. This is not every day. So the idea to hedge gold against an apocalyptic event where the economy crashes and the country becomes insolvent, and now you still have some sort of fungible asset to go ahead and buy medicine, buy food. Why not just get a gun instead?
Okay, but this is the thing I think people need to understand as they read the book, is that it's already crashing. So you have a system, it's called capitalist system. That means that it's based on capital has the value.
We're really not capitalists anymore.
Exactly.
Right? We're corporatist at best.
Capital right now has no value. There's immense amounts of capital. Okay, look at the life insurance business. Like, it's not the same business it was 50 years ago because you can't get a return on capital. It completely makes that business, it turns it on its head, right? Because you have negative real rates of return, and people don't understand that. Like, I try to explain it in the book. I'm like, look, you're getting 1%. Go to the grocery store. It's 10% more expensive than last year.
No. Inflation's only 6%.
Exactly. It's whatever they say it is, right? Yeah. And so what people are going to realize in a few years is that the crash has already happened. A sideways crash is the same as a down crash, and you're in this sideways crash now.
Can you Google price of gold kilo? Type in price of gold kilo and go to the second link. That's goldprice.org. Yeah, go to gold. All right, let's see. Go to the second one, right there.
60 grand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then click on, when it comes up, go down and go to 20 years when you go to the site.
This is 180 grand on the table right now?
Yeah. So the thing that...
It's a good time to make a run for it.
That's kind of dope. I wish I had better...
Caroline left.
I wish I had better cardio.
Okay, go up and take the 3 days and make that 3 days. Go down, right below the chart. To right in the middle, the black one where it says 3 days. Go a little lower. It says 3 days. Right there it says 3 days. To the right. Oh, my God.
Kai, buddy, come on.
Tyler, it says 3 days right here.
30 days?
3 days. Right here it says 3 days. Go to
20 years.
Go to 20 years.
You know Pat ain't happy when he stands up and points.
This is the first time I stood up, even
All
for
right,
Kai.
so
maybe stand up right now.
Pat's been going to a personal trainer. Pat's looking good these days. He wanted to show off.
All right, so that's that's about what's happened, the opposite of what's happened to your money. Now, Pat, let's real quick.
Sure.
This is a $20 bill, okay? And this was exchangeable for 1 ounce of gold. Like, if you look at this.
What year was this?
I had to pay about $400 for that.
For this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that, and this $1 bill was exchangeable for an ounce of silver, okay? And so...
This is for how much of gold?
1 ounce. So that would give you this.
Okay.
The bank would exchange it for you. That was the law.
What
okay?
year?
It says
this is 1957
So,
right here.
22.
The silver,
pretty epic point he's about to make about that.
All right, ready. So this 1 ounce of gold. Okay,
Yeah.
This ounce of gold has not changed. It came from Nevada. This is a U.S. Eagle, so it has to all come from the U.S. So this is a one ounce piece of gold. 1 ounce is 1 ounce always. It has not changed. Now, today, I'm going to show you what it takes to buy an ounce of gold, okay? We might have to make some more room on the table because the ounce of gold has not changed at all since the 20s. And the amount of cash that it takes to buy the ounce of gold continues to grow. And the reason why I think this relates to your chart there is that people need to ask themselves, what's the trajectory of that chart?
These are all singles?
This is singles, but
it's a great point he's making. Nobody got on what he just did.
It's important to do it with singles because that's how you priced right here. I mean, that it's in dollars. This is our currency. So singles are important. I mean, if I just brought 20 $100 bills here, I mean, that's it's we say dollars. We don't price things in hundreds of dollars. We say dollars, and this pile is going to continue to grow.
Yeah.
I mean, why would it not? Why would it not? We're in a debt-based system. So why would it not continue to grow?
Powerful point you just made right there. Did you see what just happened right there? So
break it down.
This $1 would buy you a silver coin. Okay, this $1 back
in 1957.
1934. It says 1934. This would buy you a silver coin. So how much is a silver?
23.
So 23x from 34.
Here's what's great is that with silver, that's a whole different ballgame because you've got to pay a significant premium to get the coin. Like you got to pay another $6 or $7 to get the silver coin. That's what's so bizarre, right? They're like silver's 22, but yeah, the coin's 30.
But why would Buffett put $35 million in silver?
That was in the 90s. That's complicated. You know, that was with Fibro, and
Yeah.
there was I mean, he saw this and he tried to corner, and then he had to come off that.
Yeah, I saw that. So this right here, $20 in 1922 to buy a coin of gold, right?
Yeah.
An ounce of gold.
Yeah, same ounce.
How much is an ounce of gold
Same
today?
ounce, 1,800.
So that's 90x since 1922.
Yeah, same coin. Coin hasn't changed at all.
To give you an idea what this 90x means, 1922, that's exactly 100 years in about a couple weeks,
Yeah.
right? So let's go 100 years.
Yeah.
That means by 2122, that coin right there that's worth how much right now?
1,800.
1,800 times 90 is what? 1.7 million, 1.6 million?
Yeah. Now here's what's sad, okay? Because I know this is you're a sentimental guy. You can appreciate this.
$162,000.
What if
No,
your
1,800.
ancestor had saved up $1,000 for you and put it in an envelope and left you that $1,000? I mean, if we went and got a couple of seafood towers for lunch, we would spend the $1,000, you know, in 1 hour, okay? But if that same $1,000, if they put 50 ounces of gold, think about the difference.
That's generational
right?
wealth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is one of the, you know how your parents, you know, when we were in school, they're like, you know, buy these coins, set it aside, give it to your kids 30 years from now, or something like that. I remember one time the uncirculated nickels. Do you remember that whole uncirculated?
Yeah.
I got a case of uncirculated nickels about 20 years ago for $500.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen these uncirculated nickels. You ever seen those things when they would come out? Okay. So it's literally in the tube that comes out. It's never been circulated to people. You buy $500 worth. You set it aside. One day I'm going to give it to Tico and Dylan, and they'll sell it for whatever, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, right? You're saying this is one of those things. 2-3%, get some of this, set it aside, and like you asked me a question, why about gold?
Yeah.
Here's why about gold. So, you know, for me, I have around $7 million worth of cards is what I have, okay? And the reason why I like cards is because, to me, there's only 25 of these in the world. This card right here, okay? This is Aaron Rodgers' rookie card, 05. Guy's got the best team in the league this year. Some way say that he could win the Super Bowl. Whether he does or not, he leaves, he does. I'm probably going to end up selling this in the next 5-10 years for $200,000 to $500,000, okay? This card right here that I paid $30,000 for. That's pretty proven, unless if he does something stupid like an OJ story, something like that. The return on this is going to be pretty high. I didn't buy gold for that reason. Gold is a buy for me of end of the world type of a mindset. It's not. There's a slightly of defensive strategy, but it's also shit hits the fan. It's good to have a little bit. And when I mean shit hits the fan, I mean like cyber warfare, insanity, crazy stuff. Not even this, bio warfare that people are talking about with COVID. I'm talking cyber, because we haven't experienced cyber. Cyber's going to be a lot scarier than it's going to be with COVID. Because cyber, you're going to be like, I can't even touch my money. Just notice for a minute here, we didn't have internet. How we felt. You felt helpless for like 5 minutes, right?
Yep.
Like, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? Imagine if you can't touch your money.
You can't make a transaction.
Think about that's this.
All right, let's go there. Let's go.
That's
Let's go.
coming
Let's go.
at the end of the decade, by the way. So that's coming. That's the
You
next.
seem pretty certain about it when
chapter.
you make a claim like that. You seem pretty
That's
confident about that.
That's the next chapter. Because if you look, I'm always watching people, okay? And I don't like to have my phone. And I watch these people, they're glued to the phone, right? They cannot live without the phone. They have a panic attack if they don't have the phone.
True.
All their information they
Yep.
get from the phone. So we're dependent with the phone. And so if you think about it, if you want total control of the society, you already have people bought into their money being digital on the phone. So you get that going. Now no one can function without this. And then you throw a crash in there and you say to people, well, unfortunately, the system was vulnerable. It was hacked. Everyone's in panic. And what we're going to need to do is have an implantable identification device that makes it to where, this can never happen again. And everybody will say, I'm in. Put it in me. Can you see this happening?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Before we move on, though, the one thing I did want to point out to people, you showed $20, 1 ounce of gold in 1920.
Yeah.
Tyler, can you pull up real quick what the average salary was in 1920? The average salary was $34,000.
No.
3269.
$32.69. $3,269.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds.
And
more
what's
realistic.
the average salary today, Tyler?
60.
34.
That's not the right number,
That's
guys. It's 2012.
It's in
Tyler.
2012.
Yes.
So it was
That's household.
$3,200.
That's household.
20x.
Yeah.
20x.
It's 20x
It's
is a number.
20x today.
Yeah.
But the money 90x.
The gold 90x.
Not gold is 90x, but
Yeah.
I'm saying when it was tethered to our money.
Absolutely.
So the actual rate of the money that you earn is 1/3 of what it was 100 years ago.
Right.
So the hours of your life, for people that don't understand what they're seeing,
Right.
for maybe like somebody that's younger that doesn't understand, like, okay, like whatever, I'm just trying to pay bills, I don't care about investing. Dude, what this shows is that you need to work 3 times as many hours to get the same amount of tangible wealth as somebody did in 1920.
So Pat, you're a numbers guy. I've put my entire net worth and my entire life effort into grabbing decades of exposure to this going up a little tiny bit in value. So like you go to 2,500 on this, which I think is like completely doable. It's not a big ask to see this go to 2,500.
Per ounce for a
for
gold
an
ounce like that. Got
People
it.
waking up. So you're waking up right now. Like this is all boom. It's all hitting right now. And as people wake up to this, 2,500 is completely in the cards. And I've got decades of exposure to that coming out of the ground with no exposure to cost.
Yeah, but
And-
you're playing a different game. You're not the average guy, though. So to the average guy listening to you,
a Robinhood account guy can buy 1 share of the stock. Period. It's
Of which stock?
$7. I mean, it's like you're in. I mean,
sure,
Yeah.
the stock, but you're making the money in a different way. You've hedged yourself you position yourself in a complete different game. The 1% that you're going to make. Regardless, you're in a very good position. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.